Hello guys, Unreal Wheels here, and we are at Bahrain today, the night circuit. So here we are in 4th place on the grid, with all 5 lights out, and we already have 1, 2, 3 jump starts! I mean, what? So away we go with that quite interesting getaway. And down we go to the first corner, braking nice and early, trying to defend the inside line. Can we hold the place? Yes, we can, as we go down into turn 2, clattering over that curb. And we see an Alfa Romeo over to the right as he tries to make a move, but he's going to tuck in right behind us, as it's a short blast to turn 3, and we're going to dive left, trying to avoid making contact with the spun over Renault. And in we go onto the Bahrain S's. I don't even know if that's the official name, but that's what I'm going to call it, as a Ferrari off to the left is going to lose control a bit, allowing us to get a move on the inside as he runs a bit wide coming into this corner. But we're going to take that position nice and easily as we come onto the turns 9 and 10 complex. Quite possibly my least favorite as I get punted out a bit wide. But nobody's going to take that position, luckily, as we make our way down to the next part of the circuit where the the short layout of this track started. And we're going to make our way down to the quick left-hander, which I didn't take quite so quickly. As we go around where Sebastian Vettel spun around here in 2019. Hopefully we don't do that the same way he does, as we make it nice and cleanly onto the back straight. As we see a few cars behind us jostling away for positions. They're going to be looking to make a move on me sometime soon as we make our way onto the front straight for the second time to finish our first lap. And we see a Red Bull dive into the pit lane to serve his drive-through penalty for the jump start as we get fastest lap and get promoted up to first place. How nice as we make our way down to the first corner for the second time. Getting it nice and easily, clattering over the curbs on turn 2. And down we go onto turn 3 as we see a few cars wanting to make a move on me, as I see a whole bunch of proximity arrows in my rear end. And on we go onto the quick right-lefts on this circuit as we clatter over the curbs, lose a bit of balance. And I'm going to see even more proximity arrows coming from behind us as we come on to these scary turns 9 and 10 once again. Running extremely wide, completely messing up that corner. And that's going to allow a Red Bull to make a look onto the inside. But he's going to tuck back in, deciding not to make that move. Good for him. But it seems like I'm going to get a slow exit out of that corner, allowing for the Red Bull to get an easy overtake, and I'm going to have to lift out to avoid making contact with this rear end. And Williams is going to come out and spin me out as well. That is devastating and has possibly completely destroyed our chances of getting a victory or even a top 3. As we quickly try to make a recovery and find ourselves in 4th place to finish the second lap here at Bahrain, as our fastest lap gets stolen from us, as well as our position. As DRS is now available, and hopefully we're going to make good use of that as we try to approach a few cars coming in front of us. As we take turn 2 quite nicely, coming down into turn 3 for the 3rd time. Braking nice and early, hitting the apex quite easily and getting a decent exit. On we go onto the quick right-left as we get a slow exit out of the first right-hander. Braking once again early, but running a bit wide coming into the sections at turn 8 as we come on to turns 9 and 10 once again. And as per usual times, we're gonna completely mess that corner up. And we're gonna see that a Haas behind us is gonna want to make a move as well. Exactly where the Red Bull made the move, but we're gonna slightly defend that place, but we're gonna run a bit wide, allowing him to take that position. Just like I had lost that position before at lap 2. As we're gonna try to make our way back to him. And as we go down to the back straight, we're going to try to get as much slipstream as we can out of him as we brake nice and easily, getting a good gain on him on the front straight. And we're going to get the DRS coming down here. And just watch me gain on this car as I am going to send an almighty lunge down his inside at turn 1, as we pull right and brake nice and hard coming down into turn 1, and that is a superb move that I make coming down into turn 1, as we're going to hold that position coming into turn 2, as we make the short run down to turn 3, and he's going to get a good exit, and he's going to want to dive down the inside, but I'm going to make a move on the outside, and he's going to spin out, and yeah, he spun out, and yeah, okay. Well, it was good while it lasted. And now we're stuck in a very lonely racetrack, in a very lonely 4th place, as we round turns 9 and 10 with practically nobody in front or behind us. As we see a distant car ahead of us down at the very end of the straight, but he seems a bit too far to catch up with. As we fast forward to lap 5, my bad. I'm gonna brake nice and early, and is that 3rd place I hear calling? And an overtake mode activated, as I'm gonna dive left to the Williams that spun me out earlier this race, and we're gonna get the move done, but we're gonna make contact with him and spin him out. I'm sorry! Yeah, but on the bright side, we are now in 3rd place, and hopefully we will be able to stick with it as we come across turns 9 and 10 and get it quite as close to right as it will ever get. As we round this left-hander, getting it as slow as we usually do, but it isn't a bad exit as we go over the curbs, completely nail the racing line, and come across to the back straight as we get a bit of wheel spin, but that is quite possibly our 3rd place secured. As we round the last corner, making sure to take it nice and calmly, and that is 3rd place secured with us, as the Red Bull is going to take victory here at Bahrain, and we're going to secure a nice podium 3rd place. And here are the podium celebrations. With me on the far right, 3rd place, I'll live with it. It's the best we could have done after, especially that horrendous spin at lap 2. So there we are, spraying champagne into the virtual crowds, that is our virtual fans in Formula 1. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, subscribe and share it with your friends. So anyways, once again, thank you for watching, and hope to see you sometime again.